The concepts covered are circulatory system, excretion in animals, transport of substances in plants. In unicellular organisms, the intake of food, water, oxygen and removal of waste material occur across the cell surface by the process of diffusion. Plants and animals are multicellular. They have a specific organ to perform specific functions. Why plants and animals need a transportation system? To perform these functions, every cell in the plant and animal body require useful substances such as nutrients, oxygen and water. Plants and animals have a transport system to carry useful substance to every cell of the body and for the removal of waste material produced by the body. Human circulatory system. The circulatory system is a transport system of the human body which consists of a network that supplies food, water, oxygen and other substances throughout the body. The main parts of the circulatory system are blood, blood vessels, and heart. Blood. Blood is red-colored fluid that transport respiratory gases, nutrients, secretions as well as waste material from one part of our body to another. Components of blood. Blood plasma. It is the liquid substance present in the blood is called blood plasma. Almost 55% of the blood is blood plasma. The plasma facilitates the transportation of different substances throughout the body. The blood plasma is made up of water, salt, fats, proteins and sugar. Red blood cells, erythrocytes, they are present in ample amount in the blood, 40% to 45%. They are red in color because they contain a special pigment called hemoglobin. The oxygen we take in binds itself with the hemoglobin and hence reaches every cell of the body through the blood. White blood cells, leukocytes, they are present in fewer amounts, almost 1%, but perform a vital function in the body. These cells fight against the germs present in the body. Blood platelets, these are the cells that help in the formation of a blood clot and prevent the blood from flowing out of the body due to an injury. Blood vessels. These are tubes or pipes that carry blood throughout the body. It runs between the heart and the rest of the body. There are three major types of blood vessels in the body: arteries, veins and capillaries. Arteries, they carry blood rich in oxygen from the heart to all the cells of the body. The pressure exerted by the arteries while blood leaves heart is rapid and thus walls of arteries are thick. Veins, they carry blood rich in carbon dioxide from all the cells of the body to the heart. The pressure exerted by the walls of the veins is less and have thin walls. Valves, they are present in the veins, ensure that the blood flows only towards the heart. Pulse, we know that the heart pumps the blood in the arteries. This continuous pumping of blood in the arteries results in their rhythmic throbbing, which is called pulse. Pulse rate, it is the number of pulse beats per minute. The normal pulse rate of human beings is 70 to 80 beats per minute. Checking the pulse rate. Pulmonary artery, it is a special blood vessel that connects the heart to the lungs. It takes blood that contains less oxygen, deoxygenated blood, from the heart to the lungs. Hence, it is unlike all other arteries that carry oxygen-rich blood. Pulmonary vein is a special blood vessel that connects the lungs and the heart. It carries oxygen-rich blood from the lungs to the heart. Hence, it is unlike all other veins that carry oxygen-less blood. Capillaries, they are the small blood vessels. The arteries divide themselves into capillaries which then deliver oxygenated blood to the tissues in the body. Then these capillaries take up the deoxygenated blood from the tissues to the veins. Flow of blood in human body. The heart. The heart is an organ which beats continuously as a pump for the transport of blood carrying other substances with it, through a network of tubes or blood vessels. The heart pumps blood throughout our life without stopping or relaxing. Structure of heart. The heart has 4 compartments called as chambers. The upper 2 chambers of heart are called atria and the lower 2 chambers of heart are called ventricles. On the left side of heart are left atrium and left ventricle, and on the right side of the heart are right atrium and right ventricle. The atria and ventricles are separated by valves. These are the muscular flaps that allow the blood to flow in only one direction. The right side of the heart carries deoxygenated blood while the left side of the heart carries oxygenated blood. The heart is separated by a partition called septum from right side of the heart to the left side. This prevents mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood inside the heart. Mechanism of circulation. The contraction of 2 atria is immediately followed by the contraction of 2 ventricles, which leads to the continuous flow of blood in the human body. The mechanism of circulation can be summarized as follows. The blood passes through the capillaries of the lungs and is mixed with oxygen. This oxygenated blood is then carried from the lungs to the left auricle by 4 pulmonary veins. The left atrium contracts and the oxygenated blood is pushed into left ventricles. The left ventricle pumps the blood into the biggest blood vessels of the body called aorta. It distributes oxygen-rich blood to the different parts of the body. The oxygenated blood is distributed to all the organs of the body through capillaries. The deoxygenated blood from various organs of the body enters from the capillaries to veins and then to the right atrium. The right atrium contracts and pushes the deoxygenated blood into right ventricles through the open valve. Right ventricles pump the impure blood into pulmonary arteries that carry it to the right and left lungs for purification. The CO2 is released as a waste product from the lungs, and again the blood absorbs oxygen and becomes oxygenated. The valves present on both sides of heart regulate the blood flow from one chamber to another. This cycle keeps on circulating continuously day and night, even when we sleep. Heartbeat. The muscles of the heart relax and contract continuously as it pumps the blood in the arteries. This rhythmic contraction and relaxation of the heart is called a heartbeat. The stethoscope is an instrument that is used to listen to the heartbeat of a person. It amplifies the heartbeat so that the doctors can monitor it and find out about the patient's condition. It contains 2 earpieces, a tube that connects them to a chest piece comprising of a sensitive diaphragm. Do all animals possess a circulatory system? The animals like hydra and sponges do not possess a circulatory system. These animals live in water and hence get food and oxygen from the water as it enters their bodies. As the water comes out of their bodies, it takes away the carbon dioxide and waste materials out of it. Excretion in animals. The process of removal of waste materials produced in the cells of the living organism is called excretion. When our body uses food, water and air, it produces some byproducts or unwanted substances. Example, CO2, urea, sweat, etc. These waste materials are toxic or poisonous and causes harm to the body. These poisonous substances, if get mixed with blood, may become fatal and may cause the death of an organism. Therefore, the waste material must be removed from the body so that a person may stay healthy. The excretory system in human beings. The excretory system of humans consists of the following parts. Kidneys. There are 2 organs called kidneys present in our body. These kidneys contain blood capillaries that filter out the unwanted substances from the blood in the form of urine. Urinary bladder. The urine produced by the kidneys is stored in a bladder called urinary bladder. Ureters. There are 2 tube-like structures which connect the kidneys and the urinary bladder together. They allow passage of urine from the kidney to the bladder. Urethra. There is a muscular tube through which the urine moves out of the body. Different organisms excrete different wastes. The major excretory product in humans is urea. The urine consists of toxic wastes, 2.5%, urea, 2.5%, and water, 95%. The way in which waste chemicals are removed from the body of the animal depends on the availability of water. Fishes and aquatic animals excrete ammonia in the water. Birds, snakes and lizards excrete semi-solid, white-colored uric acid. Dialysis. Sometimes people use artificial kidneys, that is, they get the blood purified artificially periodically. It is called dialysis. They have to do so in a case of kidney failure in which the kidneys of a person are unable to perform their function due to an infection or an injury. How is sweat useful to us? Sweat contains water and some salts and hence help in getting rid of toxic wastes from the body. Also, as the sweat evaporates from our skin, it takes up our body heat and this makes us feel cool, especially during the summer days. Transportation in plants. Transportation of water and minerals. The roots of the plants absorb the essential minerals and water from the soil. The roots have hair-like structures present on them. These hairs increase the surface area of the roots and hence allow more amount of absorption. Absorption by roots. From the roots, the water and minerals are transported to other parts of the plant through special kind of tissues called vascular tissues. There are two vascular tissues present in the plants. A. Xylem. It is a vascular tissue that is responsible for transporting nutrients and water in the plants. The root cells absorb water and minerals and transport it to xylem. Xylem carries it to other parts unidirectionally without usage of energy. B. Phloem. It is a vascular tissue that transports the food produced by the leaves, source, to all parts of the plant, sink. This flow is bidirectional and utilizes energy. This is known as translocation. Transpiration. The process of evaporation of water through the stomata present on the surface of leaves is called transpiration. Sometimes not all the water that plants absorb is used by them. Hence, they need to get rid of the excess water in them. This loss of water in plants takes place through the process of transpiration in which the water evaporates in the atmosphere through the stomata present on the leaves. Stomata are tiny pores present on the leaves that allow the movement of gases and water through them. Transpiration results in absorption of water. As the water from the leaves evaporates, it generates a suction pull in the plants that bring the water from the roots upwards. Transpiration helps in cooling down the plants. As the water evaporates, it utilizes the heat of the plant and results in cooling of the internal temperature of the plant.